wiring diagram? Okay. So I am a journeyman inside wireman. I have been in for over 20 years. What about you? You finished your paperwork? I love being out there in the field. You know, I go toe to toe with any of those guys anytime, any day. But I said, I need to be in a position where I can help more younger people realize how this is done, get more females into the trade, and this just kind of fell in my lap. Once we start showing them that, it's like, oh, I can make that much money? Oh yeah, but they're not gonna pay you that money to sit there on your cell phone, you know, looking cute. So you gotta come there, you gotta work. There's definitely a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow.
I think the students actually have more respect because we are women, okay?
Andrew, where are you with your Lab 6 paperwork?
When you have two females that have been in the trades for 20 plus years, you know, doing this stuff, it's like, whoa, you know, there's that level of respect automatic. I think that some of them see. I let them know, hey, women can do this, you know, especially our female students.
My kids live in neighborhoods where they can walk outside their door and say, wow, how could I make that look better? The skills that we offer to these students are marketable skills, but they're skills that they could be used each and every day of their lives. There is still the idea that you gotta go to college to be successful. And so I find myself making sure that I put certain individuals in front of my kids, people that look like that, because then I know that my students can picture themselves like them in a few years.
I've been considering a lot. I'm kind of all over the place with that, but yeah, I've been considering this as well. Like, I want to be a lawyer for a few minutes there, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
For this, and for really any of the trades, the kids, they need to be serious about their math classes.
You have to calculate like what type of wire you need, or for like to hold the electricity. I would do math games like that.
N21.
Math every day to kind of brush up on that if you need help.
You're on a job site, your phone's dead. You don't have a calculator. How are you gonna get your measurements? Okay?
I'm 42 years old and I've lived in Detroit my entire life. This is something amazing. I've seen the opportunity of going from having a job to having a career. The difference of having just a regular 9 to 5 and having a skill. I was working a supplier for Ford. I was doing quality control work there. Man, you know, I think I was making $12 an hour. I might not even been making that. When I actually started my apprenticeship, we started off at $17.42, so that was a large jump.
46 on the nose.
So I'm a very proud product of the DPS. And at no point did I know anything about being in the trades. That was something that wasn't mentioned to me. As a matter of fact, it was kind of looked down upon, like if you had a college degree, you were better than someone. But what I found is that it's completely the opposite. I've seen some of the most intelligent people I've met that's in the trades.
Okay.
I don't see as many as I would like to see when I see people like me when I go on a job site, but I think those numbers will increase because we need them to.
Now we're in the midst of all these great developments happening in the city. We're in the midst of a shortage of skilled trades workers. So why not make sure that our youth are a part of that?
My mother and my father, they actually encouraged me to get into the field.
The trades are better than the college because, you know, I don't want to have like a business job, you know, like sitting down at the table. I want to be more hands-on, like, and being able to help somebody out. Like when somebody electricity go out, you know, you can go and fix it, and then there's, you know, you're the solution for their problem.
When you go to college, you're taking out, you know, multiple loans, and then by the time you finish college, you know, you're gonna be in debt. You're gonna have to pay that money back. You know, you go in a trade, you know, you can go out in the field while you learning in classes.
Every day 20 people retire from like the trades, and that's 20 spots that they need jobs because only like one person goes to fill that. There's a lot of space for like us to come up and kind of work there.
So this opportunity that these children have here in Detroit is totally unique because there's nowhere in the country. You don't get this kind of knowledge base till you go to the community colleges or to the union hall to an apprenticeship.
We're going to take these pieces of framing channel and they're going to go across this way. In the world of being an electrician, we do so much more than just putting wires in walls. It's really kind of a little logic project to say, all right, the signal starts here and it goes there and then it comes back, but then I have to change the level of it. And that's a lot of what we do in the field when we're dealing with energy control systems for a building. So the limit switch is going to sit down in here. You're starting off with this little pipsqueak signal that's coming from a thermocouple. It's in millivolts, and ultimately that's what controls a heater that's consuming thousands of watts or hundreds of thousands of BTUs of energy.
I don't know, it's different. I would never thought it was something that has to do with electrical, because like we're working on like, wiring and stuff like that,
There's definitely not enough women in here. And I'm always reaching out to females, and you get the same thing. Oh, it's a dirty job. Oh, it's too hard. Oh, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, you're dirty. Yeah, it's a hard job, but you know what? You got enough money that every weekend you can get your hair did, you can get your nails did, you can go to the spa, you can do whatever you want to. So, just take advantage of the opportunities.
American Graduate Getting to Work is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.